Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, we are going to be doing a tarot reading and energy update for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. I do these Monday, Wednesday, and Friday collective readings for those of you who are new to the channel, and I post them at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When they initially post, these readings are actually live premiered, and there's a really beautiful energy during those live premieres and in the live chat. So I really recommend, if you feel guided to it, tuning in during one of those live premiered readings. And I know that some of you may actually be listening to this one as it is live premiering. And if that is the case, then thank you so much for tuning in. But regardless of when you are listening, because these readings are done at a quantum level, it doesn't matter when or where you are listening from. Your energy is felt and actually co-creates all of the messages and pieces of information that come through the reading. By the way, I am doing daily reading videos or daily videos. Maybe they won't all be readings, but they have been so far in the month of December. This is kind of a way that I'm challenging myself to consistently create content for you guys this December. And I really enjoyed reading some of your comments under the last video about how you are committing to yourself this month, some kind of action that you're taking to really care for yourself, nourish yourself, or move towards some kind of personal goal or dream. It's really fun that we're all kind of in this together here, and I just think that it's so beautiful to have this community and to have this virtual space here to support each other along our personal journeys. So thank you for being part of that, and I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards here. Now, while I'm shuffling, I also want to let you know that for the month of December, I am doing a free tarot reading giveaway. So if you are watching this video prior to the end of December 2024, there is still time to enter the free tarot reading giveaway. The full rules on how to enter are in the description box under the video, but essentially all you need to do to enter is make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment underneath this video. So again, it's entirely free to enter, and I will be selecting the winner for the giveaway for December at, well, I guess at the beginning of January 1st, and announcing that in a community post here on the channel. And of course, a huge congratulations to our November reading giveaway winner. Okay, so the first card that I have pulled here is the Fool card. And I'm hearing entering into the unknown. I got the letter initials G, W, E, and N, which of course could spell the name Gwyn or Gwyneth, which is a beautiful name, but a unique name. So I'm curious if anyone tuning in has that name. But we have the Heart Chakra card and also the Cornucopia card, both in the upright position. So when we talk about entering into unknown territory, I'm getting right away that this for someone personally relates to how you are going about manifesting at this time. I'm hearing the more that you open your heart, the more that you manifest into your reality. Now, this might seem really backwards from how we were trained or taught by society or how we were taught to succeed. Many of us are actually programmed societally to close our hearts, to kind of disconnect from our sense of empathy or compassion or even our own emotional experience for the purpose of just forcing ourselves into some type of action to get some kind of result. But in this higher vibrational reality dimension that we're shifting into, the more that we open our hearts, the more magic we manifest in our lives. It's almost like everything manifesting in your life at this time is actually coming through your heart. And yes, there will be those inspired actions that you feel guided to take that are in alignment with your heart space. But ultimately, everything that is manifesting in your life at this time is actually manifesting, in a sense, through your open heart. And I also got the community card in the upright position. So what this tells me is that there's also this element of you feeling supported along this journey, not isolated, opening yourself up to new forms of love, support, and connection. Now, of course, for some of you, these may be romantic, but they don't have to be. For many of you, these forms of love, support, and connection may actually be manifesting in or connecting with a group of friends that is really supportive, new people in your life that want to help you, collaborate with you, team up with you in some sense, as you are going along this journey, manifesting these heart's desires into your life. So let's channel a little bit from the Fool card. There's this sense of, I'm hearing purity to this new beginning. There's this feeling that everything up until this point has almost been this kind of training grounds for what we've now stepped into. And it's almost as though all of that is being wiped clean, but I'm hearing you're retaining the knowledge, you're retaining the wisdom. So it's like you've learned some kind of lesson, you've completed some kind of cycle, and you've gleaned some kind of wisdom from those past situations. But now there is this major feeling of newness in your life. And with this card, it says, I have enough courage and trust in myself to take a leap of faith. So I'm almost feeling as though there may be some leap of faith that is presenting itself to you. And I'm hearing that the major kind of message at this time, if that applies for you, is to take the leap of faith while remaining fully grounded and stabilized and energetically clear with the root chakra card in the upright position. It's like the question presents itself, how can I leap into the unknown while at the same time remaining grounded and stable within myself? That actually might be a great comment prompt. If you do want to leave a specific kind of comment under this video, you could let me know what you do personally to stay grounded, because I feel that there is a message coming up about how the more grounded you are within yourself on a daily basis, the more you ground yourself, clear your energy, the more capable you are of taking bigger leaps of faith. I'm hearing you can only go as high as you are stabilized or as you are anchored. It's like the more you are anchored into something, to your own stability, your own confidence, your own clarity, the more that you are able to take these so-called leaps of faith and embrace these adventures and opportunities when they come your way. Because you have that anchor supporting you, you have that groundedness supporting you. So I'm seeing that butterflies might be a specific symbolism, but specifically, I'm actually seeing this mystical golden butterfly, which of course I don't really think exists in nature, although I am going to look it up. You know what? So the golden butterfly is a hopeful spiritual sign. Spiritual awakening, transformation, renewal, new life and rebirth. It can also be a major sign of abundance. So I once again am seeing this relating to that Fool card, that sense of stepping into this rebirth kind of energy, this totally new state of being. So let's go ahead and pull another card from the traditional tarot here. And this is the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. Okay, so I'm hearing someone who's turned their back to you or on you is making you some kind of offer, or is going to be making you some kind of offer. The interesting thing that I'm getting about this is when I say they turned your back on you, this might not literally be a rejection, even though I know it kind of sounds that way. This might be someone who's been keeping their intentions towards you shrouded in mystery. So someone who's had their back turned on you in the sense that it's almost like, it's like if someone had their back turned to you and you can't really see what they're doing. It's like they've been doing something behind the scenes or thinking something that they've not been making clear to you, that you've not been fully aware of. But again, for some of you, this really could be someone from your past who literally turned their back on you or on this connection in some sense. With man holding a heart in the reverse position, I am getting the sense of this person really pulling back their energy from any other people or things that may have been in their life. And I just saw the number 1111 as I was talking about that. So I keep getting something about Athens as well. Maybe this is Athens, Greece, that holds some kind of symbolism for you. Let's see what we can pull from that. So it's named after the goddess Athena, who is the goddess of wisdom and war, a timeless symbol of ancient Greece. Interesting. Maybe that'll come up later in the reading, but I'm getting that this is someone feeling very stuck on you. If this is a romantic connection and you feel kind of unsure about this person's intentions, about what they're thinking or feeling, what I'm getting very strongly is that this is someone who has recently completely pulled back any romantic or emotional energy that they may have had for anyone else in their life, or that they may have been flowing towards anything else. Now, for some of you, this might not be relevant because maybe this person didn't have anyone or anything else in their life, but I just feel them being extremely focused on you. And maybe that's actually what they've been kind of hiding behind their back here, is the fact that they've been so incredibly fixated on you. I'm getting palm leaf symbolism for someone here. So let's see what this might indicate for us. It's interesting. I've said this in a recent reading, but lately it's fascinating to me how symbolic so many of these readings have been. I feel like we've been getting so many more symbols and even number synchronicities. Okay, so palm leaves can symbolize victory with integrity, but also a gesture of peace, a white flag. Victory, triumph, peace. Interesting. So what I'm getting from this is someone who wants to win you over, but they want to do it with integrity, meaning they want to go about it in the right way. They want to approach you respectfully. They want to build a strong foundation here. I'm seeing someone's cell phone, so maybe you communicate dominantly through the phone, through social media, over the phone, or maybe that's how this person sees you if you are connected through social media in some way. This is someone who feels very stuck with all tied up in the upright position, because I'm hearing, I feel like I would wait for you forever, even if you weren't sure about me, with the indecision card. So for some reason, this person feels as though you may be unsure about them, or maybe that is just their worry here. That might be their concern, that if they were to put their cards on the table, you would express being uncertain about whether you wanted to move forward with them. Now, the irony is here, I feel that in many cases, this is someone who hasn't even necessarily put that offer on the table. So it's almost like their mind is spinning around these perceived rejections or futuristic things that could happen between the two of you, but they haven't yet put themselves out there to see what actually would happen. All they seem to be really doing is thinking of you really heavily, feeling very focused and fixated on you, but again, in somewhat of a secretive way, and sending you a ton of energy with the cornucopia card. This is someone who, even if they're not familiar with the term manifestation, I'm seeing like a really strong oak tree that could represent the really strong foundation this person wants to build with you. I'm seeing this beautiful park. But this is someone who is trying to manifest you to communicate more with them or to deepen the communication between you with the throat chakra card and the cornucopia card. It's almost like they're sending you so much energy. I'm hearing dreams, so they may be dreaming about you. They're sending you so much energy that they're hoping you'll feel it, you'll pick up on it, you'll want to communicate with them more, or you'll open up to them more. And they're hoping to receive some kind of sign or signal through that communication with you that indicates to them clearly how you really feel about them. I'm hearing dropping hints. It's like this person is hoping that you'll drop some kind of a strong hint towards them that gives them this clear green light to move forward here. But I will say that their insecurities here with the Emperor reversed kind of represent this. It's someone who is not fully in their power here. Now, I do feel, especially if this is a masculine energy for you, which, as I always say, we all have a balance internally of both masculine and feminine energy. So you could take that to relate to your internal masculine or feminine, an external person or situation. Take it however it connects for you intuitively, because as I always say, at the end of the day, it's really your intuition that is the compass of your life experience. But what I'm getting here is that this is someone who, I'm hearing they're feeling a loss of control. They're feeling out of control. So this gives me the sense that they're trying to be very controlled, very strategic, and that word has come up a lot in recent readings as we've been channeling into this very specific energy, but they're feeling this loss of control. And I feel that when they sense that they're losing control over their ability to really control themselves, I'm not talking about controlling you. This is someone feeling like they're losing control over their ability to hold back from you, to look coy, to play it cool. They're losing control over their ability to do that. And when that happens, when they sense that that loss of control is taking place, this is someone who does seem to pull back or shut down or maybe go into coldness, because being out of control scares them. Of course, having that fear here represents that this person is still in their Emperor reversed energy. So they're not fully in that Emperor state of empowerment. Again, especially if this is someone who resonates with you more so as a masculine energy. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse position. I'm hearing being stuck forever between two options, not making a choice causes you to eventually lose both options. I'm not sure why. I feel like maybe this person tried to sit on the fence on this connection, and I'm hearing pretending that they have options when really their only option emotionally and energetically has been you for quite some time now. So it's almost like they're deluding themselves by trying to make you believe, and even trying to make themselves believe, that they have a lot of options, that they're kind of playing it safe here, when in actuality, they've already been pulling back their energy and emotion from any other potential option. You are really the only one that they're fixated on here. It's just that they're feeling that stuckness, that fear of fully moving forward. Now here we have, I still have hope we can work this out. And we also have, I don't know how to talk to you. So if this person has seemed a little tongue-tied around you, I see them typing and retyping a message if you've been communicating over text. I see, if that's not the case, this person just keeps almost talking themselves into saying something to you and then suddenly pulling back. That's also the kind of energy that they've been sending you when I said they've been sending you a lot of really heavy energy. We also have the card, I'm not ready to step out of my comfort zone, and I may be running, but my soul wants you only. So when it comes to communication, again, you may feel that kind of running element. Even though I don't feel like this person is literally running away, it might seem as though they do pull back into that coldness whenever this fear strikes them that they are completely incapable of holding back when it comes to you. By the way, that's a completely unique dynamic for them. That's unlike anything they've ever experienced in any other connection, which is why it scares them so much. I'm seeing an envelope with a written letter. I'm not sure why that's coming up for someone, but I'm also hearing love letter in connection with that. Maybe we'll get more on that later, but it's interesting. This may be unrelated, but I was actually picking up very strong messages for someone in this collective about the link between your physical body and your creative energy, because our physical well-being, pleasure, all of those things is deeply connected to a healthy sacral chakra energy. And our sacral chakra is our center of creativity. So whoa, a lot of messages are coming through from someone's spirit guides here. This seems a little bit off course, but I feel like it's going to tie in a meaningful way. So bear with me here. But what I'm getting very strongly is there's a message of really prioritizing, caring for, nourishing, living in comfort as much as you possibly can in your physical body, because your physical comfort, stability, nourishment, care, well-being is directly related to your sacral chakra, which generates that naturally creative state of being, that creative energy. So if you've been considering or beginning to participate in forms of self-care that help to either nourish your body or open you up energetically or just make you feel good physically, make you feel better, this is not to be underestimated when it comes to bringing yourself into alignment in all areas of your life. I'm hearing the key right now may be your sacral chakra energy. Of course, it's so important for us to maintain that healthy chakra system with all of our 7 chakra centers balanced to each other. But specifically, there's just something about the sacral chakra playing a really huge role. And that is connected with living in the moment, being connected with our physical body. There's something about citrus and orange coming up here. So maybe that's a kind of scent or essential oil, or maybe literally drinking fresh lemon juice, lemon water. I mean, not probably straight lemon juice, but lemon water, lemon tea, things of that nature. This could be a way to also facilitate the kind of opening and activating of that sacral energy. But mainly, the number one thing here is to find ways to care for, nourish, and prioritize your physical body, feeling good in your body. So I don't know who that was for, but I'm also getting another message about you shifting from this role of having been the student, in a sense, being in what I refer to as this kind of training grounds, and now you shifting into this state where you are more so the master or the teacher, the expert, so to speak. Someone who's already gone through that training, and I'm hearing you are now adapting and utilizing different tools and resources that you've been training in, but you're making them your own. And this is key because you might find at this time that old routines, rituals, systems, things that you used to use, maybe even very religiously or in a very dedicated way, maybe you're finding this inspiration to actually begin adopting those tools or adapting them in new ways, using them in your own way, if that makes sense, instead of following a set, rigid system as you would have in the past. And this actually allows for a more fluid way of working with your own energy, working with your own intuition. And this can actually allow you to manifest much more quickly because at this time, yes, those tools and resources help to get you to this point. They served a strong purpose, and you may still choose to incorporate them into your daily routines and practices in an intuitive way. But what I'm getting here is the true value of learning how to adapt and evolve and make things into your own. I'm hearing finding what works for you personally, your own systems, your own structures, even if it's something completely brand new. picking and choosing, in a sense, pulling from different tools, resources, modalities to develop something that works for you personally at this phase in your soul's evolution. And that might look completely different to what works for someone else. And that seems to be a major key here when it comes to shifting from that state of training to mastery. And you've earned that state of mastery. You've already undergone and completed the training, so to speak. Now, I know that this sounds a bit vague, but for some of you, maybe this relates to something very specific and personal for you. Maybe this relates to a job, a business, a passion, a hobby, or again, just how you deal with and work with your own energy to manifest in your life in whatever ways you are manifesting. So I definitely feel that this Emperor reversed is trying to play it safe, but in playing it safe and sitting on the fence, they're almost being urged by their higher self and their guides to take action before they lose the opportunity that they want the most, which is with you, because they're trying to play it off as though this isn't their only option. When again, energetically and emotionally, this is their only option because it's all that they are completely focused on and fixated upon at this time. So let's go ahead and pull another card here to see where this reading goes to next. Wow, here we have the 10 of Cups in the upright position. This is a powerful card for deep fulfillment, feeling completely satisfied in life. And this is a really deep emotional and energetic fulfillment and satisfaction that, yes, also shows up physically, literally. But I feel that a lot of that satisfaction comes from this almost unspeakable, unnameable place that is only something you can feel and not something you can describe, that comes when you are fully lit up and living in alignment with your most authentic version of self. And I feel that really represents your energy at this time. I'm also getting a message with yin yang reverse that for someone listening, and this won't be for everyone, but I'm picking up on someone specific who has gone through a very intense soul contract or spiritual connection. This could be a twin flame, a soulmate, a karmic situation, but it had a spiritual purpose. It was a very intense connection. I should say it is, because even if you're not in communication physically with this person, that connection still feels somewhat alive within you. You may not actively pursue it, connect with it physically, or even consciously think about it, but I feel like it's something that has still become a part of you and is still there within you. I'm hearing, where do I place this? You might be really unsure where exactly to place or categorize or fit this connection into your life. And yet it's this part of you. It's almost like a tattoo. In a sense, maybe someone has a tattoo of significance that's being referenced here in the reading. But what I'm getting here with the 10 of Cups is that in spite of this really intense soul connection that you've been involved with, that is still a part of you that I feel changed you in many, many core ways. But even as I say that, my guides are kind of correcting that and saying it didn't really change you. It actually helped you to align consciously and physically with more of what you already are, what you always were. Something about this connection kind of stripped you back to your core and got you into true alignment with your most authentic self. And it's actually allowed you to embody more of this 10 of Cups energy, but I get the sense of you now doing that independently in the physical realm. So again, physically, I'm feeling some kind of disconnect. Maybe you don't speak to or interact with this person, or things are just very touch and go or very uncertain between the two of you in the physical realm. I'm just getting a level of physical independence around you as you're living in this 10 of Cups kind of energy. And you might be wondering, when or how is this going to pan out, or where is this going to go? But I'm hearing you're on the right track. I'm getting the color orange for someone, which is interesting because that also relates with sacral chakra energy, which we were talking about earlier. and referencing the importance of activating that sacral chakra energy by living fully in the moment, doing what is most self-supportive to you, your well-being, your physical body. And I feel that might relate to someone here. Maybe you chose that over a physical in the moment connection with this person, and you're kind of just flowing with it, seeing where it's going to go, how it's going to unfold, what role it's going to play in your life. And here we have the patience card. So I'm getting this message of just being patient with this process taking place here. Once again, I have yin yang reversed and man holding a coin reversed. So what this tells me is that, again, this is a very powerful spiritual connection that's left a deep energetic mark on you that we're calling almost like a spiritual tattoo here. And yet there seems to be some kind of physical or communication distance or disconnect. And maybe that's by choice for you. Maybe that is the most self-supportive thing for you right now, or even indefinitely into the future. And only you can know that for yourself. I got the name Gloria for someone. With man holding a coin reversed, I see that this situation could possibly involve a masculine inclined person, a masculine energy who is in a less conscious state of being or going through a lot right now in the physical world. But the reason that they're going through this chaos in their physical life is because of that lower level of consciousness. It's because they've unconsciously made many decisions to get themselves to this point. And I feel like you have been encouraged by your own inner guidance and your spirit guides to not get involved in what this person needs to go through on their own in order to raise their level of consciousness. You've been guided to connect with and support yourself with meaningful, authentic, heart-aligned forms of physical community, whether that's been another romantic connection for you, or maybe you're in the dating world. But for some of you, of course, this could just indicate how you've been socially feeling this urge to open up and reconnect in ways that are healing to your soul after a time where I feel you were deeply isolated in this intense connection with this soulmate, twin flame, or karmic, whatever that connection was. You were really deeply entrenched in this isolation. And yes, it served a spiritual purpose at the time, but going back to the idea of that training period being over, I feel like the intensity of that connection and the loneliness you experienced, it helped you to align with those core values of your soul, to live that more authentically, to evolve into this 10 of Cups energy. But at this point on your journey, you are now the master, you are the expert, you are the teacher. You're meant to be getting out into the world, sharing your light, sharing your energy, enjoying being alive, connecting with people who support your soul and fuel your mind and inspire and encourage you along this journey in the same way that you do so for others. So, wow, very powerful messages coming through this reading today. We are going to continue it on to Patreon in the extended reading. When you join on Patreon, you get access to every extended reading that I do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and all of those past readings on those days and times as well. In this specific reading video, we're going to be taking a look at any other messages that want to come through. I feel that we may be channeling deeper into this very intense soul contract or connection, as well as into how you are beginning to really embody that energy of the master, showing up and connecting more socially in your life, as well as that person that came through that, again, could be the same as this intense soul connection for some of you, but for many, I'm getting it's a different person who was sitting on the fence, kind of feeling afraid by not being able to hold back when it comes to you. So we'll be channeling anything else about that situation and anything or anyone else that wants to come through your reading that may be connected to you in some way. So again, the link to access the extended Patreon reading with all of those additional pieces of information is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. For now, I am going to close this first reading here on YouTube with a Rumi Oracle quote. So the Rumi quote for today is, "The wound is the place where the light enters you. Don't turn away. Keep your gaze on the bandaged place. That's where the light enters you. You have to keep breaking your heart until it opens. Seek the wisdom that will untie your knots. Seek the path that demands your whole being. Laugh as much as you breathe. Love as long as you live. Wow, that feels like just a beautiful place to close the reading. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. If you do resonate with my energy, then I invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post more energy updates, inspiration, and information. Of course, if you do want to enter the free tarot reading giveaway, then be sure to like the video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment underneath the video as well. This will automatically enter you into the giveaway for the month of December, and the full rules are in the description box. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. Have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.